We have to be mindful of that.
Okay. All right, Sumit, I want to bring you in on the point of the Chabahar Port, which was mentioned, by some of the speakers. Somewhere there is, of course, a conversation that the Chabahar Port's potential is limited at this point in time because of the presence of US sanctions against Iran. India has been trying to address some of these challenges through agreements and other such methods. But how critical then is it for us to also have a conversation with countries like the United States of America, whose decisions could have a larger impact on India, Afghanistan and Iran's plans for the Chabahar Port, which is, like I said, strategically very critical for India at this point in time. We need access to Afghanistan, to the Chabahar Port, to bypass Pakistan and have our own avenue into Central Asia.
Devika ji, thank you for having me on your show. Well, my answer will be in two parts. One is what we see and what we don't see. What we see is brilliant. I think all the previous speakers have articulated it's all good, happy, hunky-dory, and that is what you expect from Dr. Jaishankar, and he has done the best what he could do. But see the other side of it, which we are ignoring, and I'll be blunt and direct on what is the other side. The other side is that Khomeini is tweeting that Kashmir is like Gaza. Written mein, it's not what I'm saying. First thing. Iran's foreign minister is saying it's good diplomacy because if you don't hit Pakistan, that is good diplomacy. So don't hit Pakistan. He was trying to come here to bail out Pakistan. Mr. India, don't hit Pakistan. Let's stop. Baatcheet karte. Point number 3. After this meeting of Dr. Jaishankar Saab, Chinese have went to Afghanistan. Pakistanis have come there. My question is, what is China and Pakistan doing in Afghanistan? What are they cooking? Point number 4, after this meeting, go to Balochistan. Balochis issue a warning against Chinese nationals in Balochistan in particular. They are hunting more Chinese than Pakistanis today since last 24 hours. Point number 5, what are Afghan mercenaries seen in Balochistan after this meeting? Point number 7, what are these new watchtowers which are coming up in POK which are manned by Chinese? What is happening in Chinese equipment and Chinese engineers moving to POK? What is China up to? And what is Turkey trying to intervene in all this? What are Turkish drones doing protecting CPAC? It's a new development, last 24 hours. What are Turkish drones doing there? Who has deployed them there? And what is Turkey trying to do? Turkey is trying to organize a meeting between Marco Rubio and the terrorist foreign minister of Syria, who's an ISIS terrorist, in Turkey, and Russian and Ukrainian peace talks, so-called, are supposed to again happen in Turkey. So Turkey is becoming a player, and Trump on record says, Erdogan called me and said, please remove sanctions from Syria. Though, Qataris paid around 400 billion and Saudis paid around 600 billion, investments and all. There was a trillion on the table, I understand that. So the dynamics is changing. After Operation Sindoor and our some strategic reinforcements, I will not name the places near the LOC, and 2 specific areas around our border with Pakistan. What is the need for that? DGMO says that will be have a ceasefire up to 18th. But why all the leaves of army personnel are cancelled? So where are our satellites looking right now? I will not name where, but where are they looking right now? So if you look at all these developments, the first thing with Taliban is terrorists are terrorists. There's nothing called a good terrorist or a bad terrorist. I can change my colors if it suits me today. Yes, it was very important for Dr. Jaishankar to go to break that myth. We attacked Afghanistan. To break that myth, we are against Afghanistan. Yes, we are with the people of Afghanistan. But you know one fact about Afghanistan. Birth rate is 3.5%, one of the highest in the world. Death rate is 13%. It's a country where more people die than 3 times when they are born. And still there's an ISIS Khorasan problem which is there. Still Haqqanis have complete access to Pakistan's ISI. They will take their dictation even today. And with all these things coming up, having a residual and a working relationship with Afghanistan and doing the humanitarian part is good. But if you want to go beyond that, what I see, there's an access which has involved in the last 48 hours, which involves Afghanistan, Pakistan and China. So do we want to get entangled into that? Is a minefield where people want to get us in? Look, Chinese can put a lot of money, and as far as the Afghans resources are concerned, ma'am, in last 9 years, pull out data. How much of mineral could be extracted from Afghanistan? Chinese have done these contracts in the past. Nothing. It's not possible to extract. It's not easy to extract. It is not viable to extract. So looking at this complex scenario where they have 51 jihadi organizations. Today, there are more than 51 jihadi organizations who have divided their areas and spheres of influence. So it is a thing where we keep away, where we make an arm's distance, we have some kind of a residual relationship. Yeah, we care for the people of Afghanistan, but thinking and believing that, we have achieved something great. Because these people are untrustable. They can change tomorrow morning. I don't know what happened in today's meeting. I was flabbergasted to see after that meeting what are Afghan mercenaries, Afghani Pathani mercenaries doing in Balochistan. And BLA has officially confirmed it. So the the geopolitics of the region is changing much faster than you and me can track today. And looking at those perspectives, we have to be very, very careful with these guys. And when it comes, I will be direct. One day it comes to, kind of supporting Muslim Pakistan and a Hindu Hindustan. Though you will need Hindustan for khana, pani, dawai, daru, everything will come for Hindustan. But you will see, push comes to shove, one day they will start them tilting towards Pakistan, because that is what the local politics is, that is what the compulsions are. And what is the cost and implication of Modi government cozying up with Afghanistan, cozying up with Taliban? There's also cost and implication internationally as well as domestically. So if you analyze all what I've been trying to tell you, and if you want, I can go for another 30 minutes and tell you all the facts line by line, and by with all the commas and apostrophes with the timestamp on it. But that's not important. I've given you all the major points what have happened in the last 48 hours. At that point of time, Devgaji, looking at all this, we need to tread with caution. But having said that, this is the best Dr. Jaishankar could do for international semantics, optics, and what we do at the diplomacy show. ठीक है, अच्छी बात है. But at the ground level, the things might not look on the top. It's when you look at the surface of the water, you cannot imagine the depth of the water. That is the logic which works with Afghanistan.
Okay, Master Mukherjee, I'll leave the last word with you, ma'am. Your take on the Chabahar Port, and how crucial is it for India to now really work on a war footing as far as that front is concerned?
The Chabahar Port, we've always given it high priority, and I do believe that the